In today's increasingly polarized world, the ability to communicate effectively and empathetically is more crucial than ever. Whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or public discourse, using wisdom in the art of communication can bridge divides and foster understanding. Here's an expanded look at some key insights illustrated with real-life examples. 1. Active listening. Understand before responding. Listening with the intent to understand, rather than just waiting for your turn to speak, is fundamental. For example, in conflict resolution, a mediator often asks each party to restate the other's position before responding. This practice builds trust, showing that you value the other person's perspective, which opens the door for more meaningful exchanges. Reflect and clarify. Imagine a team meeting where a manager summarizes an employee's concerns before responding. This reflection not only confirms understanding but also shows respect for the employee's viewpoint, fostering a more collaborative environment. 2. Empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Empathy involves imagining yourself in the other person's situation. Consider a healthcare professional discussing treatment options with a patient. By acknowledging the patient's fears and concerns, the professional can provide more compassionate care and make the patient feel heard, leading to better outcomes. Acknowledge emotions. In customer service, when a representative validates a frustrated customer's feelings, saying something like, "I understand this situation is frustrating," it often diffuses tension and creates a pathway for resolving the issue amicably. 3. Mindful language. Avoid absolutes. Using absolutes like always and never can escalate conflicts. In marital counseling, for example, partners are encouraged to avoid such terms and instead focus on specific instances, which allows for a more constructive dialogue that addresses issues without casting blame. Use I statements. When discussing sensitive topics, framing your thoughts with I statements, such as "I feel overlooked when my ideas aren't considered," helps to express concerns without sounding accusatory. This technique is often used in conflict resolution to promote understanding and reduce defensiveness. Seek common ground. Focus on shared values. Even in disagreement, finding areas of agreement can create a foundation for more productive discussions. For instance, in political debates, finding common ground on issues like community safety or economic stability can shift the conversation from divisiveness to collaboration. Build bridges, not walls. Consider the story of two neighbors who had a long-standing feud over property boundaries. By focusing on their shared love for gardening, they eventually transformed their animosity into a friendship, demonstrating how common interests can bridge divides. Patience and tolerance. Allow space for reflection. In heated discussions, taking a moment to reflect before responding can prevent escalation. A business leader might take a pause during a tough negotiation to consider all perspectives, leading to a more measured and effective response. Respect differences. In multicultural workplaces, recognizing that people come from diverse backgrounds with different experiences can enrich communication. This respect for diversity fosters an inclusive environment where all voices are valued. Courage to speak truth with kindness. Be honest yet gentle. Balancing honesty with kindness is key in difficult conversations. For example, a teacher giving constructive feedback to a student might highlight their strengths before gently addressing areas for improvement, ensuring the student feels encouraged rather than discouraged. Stand firm in your values. While it's important to be empathetic, it's also vital to stay true to your core values. Civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. demonstrated this by advocating for equality with unwavering resolve while promoting nonviolent dialogue. Nonverbal communication. Be aware of body language. Nonverbal cues, such as a supportive nod or an open posture, can really reinforce the spoken word. In therapy sessions, counselors often use open body language to make clients feel safe and understood, which is, crucial for building trust. Maintain open posture. An open and relaxed posture, like sitting with uncrossed arms, invites dialogue and reduces defensiveness. In contrast, closed body language can signal disinterest or hostility, even if that's not the intent. Adaptability. Tailor your approach. Different situations and people require different communication strategies. For instance, a leader might use direct communication in a crisis, but adopt a more collaborative approach in brainstorming sessions, demonstrating the importance of adaptability. Be open to learning. Every conversation is a learning opportunity. In feedback sessions, employees who approach criticism with a mindset of growth are more likely to improve and succeed. This openness can transform challenges into opportunities for development. Humility and openness. Admit when you're wrong. Admitting mistakes requires humility, but it can also disarm potential conflicts and build respect. In public apologies, such as those issued by companies after a misstep, acknowledging the error and taking responsibility can restore trust with customers. Welcome feedback. Encouraging others to share how they feel about your communication style can be a powerful tool for growth. Leaders who regularly seek feedback from their teams tend to foster a more dynamic and innovative work environment, as it shows a commitment to continuous improvement. By applying these principles, we can foster more meaningful, respectful, and effective communication in a world that often feels divided. This approach not only helps bridge gaps between differing viewpoints, but also promotes understanding, connection, and growth in all our interactions. Whether in personal relationships, the workplace, or broader societal debates, wise communication is the key to building a more empathetic and united world. If you found this useful, consider subscribing to the channel and join the community of people working to get more out of life through great wisdom. Also, check out the channel for more informative videos such as this.